Hello everyone and welcome to episode 8 of SKEncore. This week we will continue with the introduction of Team E and we will also talk about the final episode of Zero Position Singing Contest. I'm Chris and joining me as usual are Nick.
Sup?
Jeff.
Yeah.
And Willy.
Yes.
Starting with the news part, we go to Showroom and Will.
Yeah. So this week they released the summary of what happened in Showroom between April 2017 and March 2018. So for each girl, how many streams they did, how many hours, how many viewers they got, and how much money they got from viewers' gifts. So SKE didn't really do well. The best ranked member is Sato Kao. She's 18th at 6 million yen, which is not bad, but about a third of what the two top members are getting. And there's like two other members in the top 50. So just to so for the top 6 of SKE. So after Sato Kao, actually the next two members are at 2 million yen, so only one third, which is pretty surprising, and that's Nonogeki Miki and Nomura Mio. And after them, Yukina, Julina, and Ruchan. So I went up to 6 to show that except for Julina, all the members are 8th generation members. So the members who started with Showroom from the start.
Yeah, they even had their audition with Showroom, right? So,
Yep.
Of course, there.
And it, I think like many, well, except for Yukina who doesn't stream often, but many girls from this gen are streaming at least every week.
Yeah.
And many almost every day.
Yeah, Nonogaki made her 1 anniversary a few weeks
Yeah.
back.
Yeah.
And Kao
one year.
broadcasting pretty much every night.
Yeah. Okay. Next, we have the members sabotaging our podcast by changing their pen light colors every time we introduce them. So this time Yunana changed it to pink and green, and Irie to blue.
Pink and green like a cherry.
Yes. And we all agreed the next one is Maya to change, so...
No, stop. Okay.
Go ahead.
Yeah, so next news is about Passion for You. So there's a new event going on about so you vote for 2 girls like a pair. You can pick anyone. You can pick any combination you want. They're actually not sent to predetermined groups, and it's to see who's going to be the next MCs for Musubino Ichiban. And I actually didn't do my research. I actually don't know if I think it might only be one episode or a few of them. Anyway.
Yeah, I think it's a segment. It says it's a gourmet report.
Yeah.
So pretty much
Yeah.
the segment at the end, I think. Sorry, at most 5 minutes, I think.
Okay. So yeah, about the results. These are only like the first preliminary results, so it's not final. But there's really only 2 pairs competing, and the first pair is Sakamoto Marin and Nonogaki Miki with 23,000 votes, and then the second pair are Suenaga Oka and Ishiki Rena with 18,000 votes. So there's still a 5,000 vote difference between the 2. And then the other pairs that are near the top are all really obvious pairs. So, Kumaki, Kuma-chan and Naki, Ryoha Chikako, Lala Maya, Churi and Ego-chan, etc. So, looks like it's just between those 2 who's going to compete for that.
Yeah, we will see. Do you know how long the event goes?
Yeah, it's up until the final results are on the 18th, so there's still 10 days.
Okay, then we will see then how it turns out. Then let's move to grid members.
Yeah, so the first story is a really sad one. This might have been the biggest news, if not for one later on. But so Iwanaga Tsugumi, an ex-SK member, she wrote a very long blog, which I didn't read all of. I was lazy, so I only read a little bit. And she talked about how she's been stalked in the past. So from the sound of it, like she's mentioned there's been several stalkers, and they've all been fans, which is a very bad thing since she says that, the fans are the ones who give her the most enjoyment, right?
Yeah.
And they're the ones who keep her job going and all that, and like they're always smiling and they're always happy. Yet, despite that, nice image, some of them are plotting really bad things behind that. That's what she wrote, which is a pretty sad way.
Yes.
Like it really has to deteriorate for you to write something to that extent. It's really sad. And so she's contacted the police about these individuals, and they've been monitoring her to make sure she's safe. But even her brother and sister have also been targeted by these people, and her family has her family as a whole has been affected, since everyone's worrying about this situation, has been worrying.
Yeah, that's the
so. Yeah. She also wrote the word. So she also mentioned she's like, oh, this stuff is about like stalkers and kidnapping, and I'm like, well, kidnapping, but she didn't really. The stuff I read, I'm not really sure. She can't go into details, but I don't know what exact experiences she had with being kidnapped or something, if they really want to take her away and all that. So very that's the dark underside, I guess, of the fandom or whatever.
Of course.
And it sucks, yeah.
Then let's move to
right. So next,
happier news.
Happier news. So Umemoto Madoka, she's participating as a co-driver in this race called the Tokyo Racing Challenge, which is a motorsports event. So she'll be driving an automobile with, I guess, someone else. There's not too much information about this, and I really don't know anything about motorsports. So, but it looks like some kind of rally. Yeah.
Okay. And then next, the maybe happiest news, or most depressing, depending on who you ask.
Or most surprising, because Nakanishi Yuka, so ex SK captain, got married, and that's not the surprising part. Surprising part is she got married to a man. So for years we thought she was gonna get married to Mieko or some other girl, but no, apparently.
Yeah, and she pretty much got married at the same time too, so that's pretty funny.
Yeah.
I think it's probably because Miyako got married, she gave up and said, okay, well, I'm gonna get married as well.
Got the first guy on the street.
She's playing the long game.
Yeah. She wrote like, oh, it's a Nippon, just like some regular guy.
With that, we finish up our news and we move to the theater roundup. First, on last week's Monday, we had the Seishun Girls Koen, which was Isurin's Seitansai. I actually went to watch this in the lobby as well, since the quality is so much better than the stream I can watch in my house. It was a really nice stage. Of course, usual Kenkyusei and 8th and 7th generation lineup.
With actual Kenkyusei this time.
Yeah.
So it's pretty much only the Seitansai when we can see the Kenkyusei.
Exactly. And as it is for Isurin, it was all about otters and all this stuff. He was asking what's my favorite animal, which of course was otter. For some reason, some members asked other stuff, or guessed other stuff. Her bouquet also had like a stuffed otter inside, and the display also was designed. She also had like otter ears as flowers on her head. And the letter was by Luchan, which was really, really nice, really long. Those two are really close. You could really feel that, and really see that Luchan spent a lot of time thinking about this letter, even though you might not expect it from her. In the speech later, she talked about, of course, she's happy that she can, for example, be center of the Kenkyusei stage. But then again, after that, it was taken away, so she kind of felt that her power that she wasn't strong enough to keep the stage. And same for the promotions. When they had the anniversary, she was like pretty much like all of us. We were expecting promotions to happen. She also, but she said, I didn't expect to be promoted, but when I, in fact, wasn't promoted, of course, it was still really frustrating. And,
I felt like she was more frustrated that she knew she didn't have the level more than not being chosen.
Yeah, that of course too. But of course, it's still we'd still rather see yourself promoted than one of your other members. And yeah, I kind of hope she gets. Again, it was a really nice sight outside. The lobby was also relatively full. And yeah. Next, we had the Team E stage.
Yeah, so with Anders, so Miku, Miki, and Kohaku. So about, like, for the next, I think, like 5 perf, they've been like the Kenkyusei undering in Team E. So pretty much we've seen, and I think Miku has only undered in E, I think. So that was the first perf without Naru-chan. So I was really eager to see how it was going to go. And yeah, I mean, we've got Don-chan who posted a blog about that, about like the sadness with that Naru-chan, who's really the mood maker, like backstage and during the show. So you could see, yeah, like Don-chan and Tani in particular. You could see they were kind of sad. It wasn't as crazy as usual. And like Don-chan said, it's pretty cool because she said her Kohai, like they were trying to get her in a better mood. So during the perf, you could see like Kohai going to see her. So it was very good. And yeah, I'm waiting to see how the team going to go.
Yes, absolutely. Next, we have K2 stage.
On the 4th, yeah, so it was Ego Yuna Seitan Sai. So the display in front of the theater was pretty much what you would expect for her, with unicorns, stars, everything that looks like fairies, angels, etc. So yeah, before going into her Seitan Sai, so first Koch-chan did her new catchphrase. And I want to mention it because actually our new catchphrase, she's saying, all the love that you want to give me is too heavy. It's too heavy to carry. Can I compress it? So she's referencing the panda compression. She's, anyway, at the end of the last unit, Maria, they announced. So actually, Mikoti announced that they are going to change the units. So no one knew, but it was the last time they saw these units. Then in later MC, she corrected herself. Actually, they are not changing the units; they are shuffling the units, effective from the very next stage 2 days later.
I swear, if I do this to Team S before I went to go, I'm gonna go on a rampage. I want to see the current state, current units.
Yeah, so yeah, during the MC, the half team MCs with the one with Ego-chan, basically they were asking her if she has this image that she cannot do anything. She cannot do sports, she cannot dance, she cannot do anything at all. So they were asking her to prove if she can or cannot do some things like doing a skip or leapfrogging, doing pantomimes, tongue twisters, snapping her fingers. Actually, she kind of did better than everybody expected. But even when they just asked her to go from one side of the stage to the others doing skips, like everyone was clapping, like, "Wow, you can do that!" And she was like, "Come on, every kid can do that." Then, so the letter was from Naru and read by Nao. It was a pretty long letter, 4 pages and written small. She talked a lot about the time when they were in the same high school, and in the first year they were even in the same class. And yeah, Naru was never understood why she always had worse marks than Ego-chan. So yeah, it was a lot of like Natsukashi stuff from Naru. And please don't forget me. Let's keep meeting each other now that I'm a commoner again.
Yeah.
And the speech from Ego Yuna was not very long. Mostly, she had a few things that were frustrating this year, but nothing really stood out as. Our goal for this year is to be a senbatsu at the SKEncore. Actually, one of the things frustrating last year was that she didn't rank in the preliminary results, even if in the end she ended up like 35 or 6.
Mm.
And she spent like two very bad weeks thinking that she had lost her fans or something like that. So this year she wants to do well from the preliminaries.
Okay. Yeah.
Good luck. No, I don't mean that in a bad way. I don't mean that in a bad way. But at the same time, Senbatsu, yeah.
Yeah, Senbatsu, good luck in a bad way.
Yeah, good luck. Yeah, good luck in that. Yeah.
Okay, next we have the Under Festival Team S stage. Since I didn't win a ticket, I went again to the lobby. And this time, Yuna, Ryoha, Machi, and for most of the stage, Nojima were out, which means we had 6 unders. The first under for Ishiguro Yuzuki. Also, we had Ami, Marin, Kohaku, Izurin, and Aina, so like the usual unders, which made up for like 8 members of the 16 were from the 8th generation. And then you have also the a couple of 7s and draftees, which means really, really young stage again. Akapin was performed by Wanchan and Ai, and everyone was asking who will gonna be the next center, since Machi wasn't there, Ryoha wasn't there, and Zilna too. And it turned out to be Ruchan, which led to frustration, at least for Ai, because, and I guess for other members too. Of course,
and Yukonian too.
Yeah, like whenever there's a free center position, of course everybody wants to get in.
Aya and Yukonian talked about like a few months ago, like wanted to be center. So yeah, it was really the occasion.
Yeah, I wrote about the blog that it was really frustrating. But I guess Luchan is currently in the slightly pushing phase, so it makes sense.
Yeah, she got center for both Genkusei stages too, so makes sense.
Exactly. In the first MC, they just were talking about Yuzuki since it was his first under appearance, and in the second they just talked about their generation, what is familiar there, for example. And they have this. Normally, they have the MC after Koppen Nakano Komarebi, where it's usually Nojima, Juna, and Chikako doing the MC. And since Juna was out pretty unexpected, they had to come up with something quick on the handshake event. So they were just talking about Piyosu and what she does and what she doesn't do. Speaking of Nojima, she performed only in Manazashi Sayonara and Koppen Naka no Komorebi, which was also the first time Suzuran performed this song. And as Chikako mentioned, the song immediately went from cute to sexy. And during the end MC, Wanchan mentioned that both Ryoha and Jurina called before the stage to wish the members and especially good luck. And Wanchan again said that being at pinch is a chance to grow, which was I think Luchan quoted it wrong in her blog. I'm not sure she said
yeah.
So
she wrote it backwards.
Yeah,
like from a chance to a pinch. So yeah, it was pretty funny.
Yeah, typical Luchan error. So it was a really
nice
stage to see, and I still hope they continue the current units.
For the Luchan Center, I was kind of disappointed. I think she did not as well as usual as Center. Actually, it was don't know what it's from. Maybe she was like very nervous or something.
Said she was really, really nervous.
Yeah, she didn't have that spark she has usually like in her eyes. I think she was probably very nervous.
Yeah, I guess it's the difference between just standing like center for Kyusei stage or just one song in Team stage, and having and stepping in the shoes of Yoha and Julina, for example. But yeah, next and last we have the K2 stage from yesterday.
Yeah, so it was Yuzuki's Seitansai, so the third Seitansai of the week. The display in front of the theater, I thought it was going to be something related to baseball, but no, it's glasses, like a pile of glasses. I guess because she's 20, she's now allowed to drink. It's glasses with apparently alcohol or whatever inside. The fans were super noisy. I guess that's what you would expect from Yuzuki's fans.
Yeah.
Except the one who was sitting next to Jeff at Reina's Sotsuyo.
Yeah, it was noisy, but in a bad way.
No, when the other girls were doing their Jiko Shokai, at some point they were shouting so much when Yunana was doing it that I had to check if I was watching the correct stage and not Yunana's Seitansai. So we got the units shuffled. So Zanen Shoujo is now with Ego Yuna Center. So they switched her with Yunana because that's what makes sense. I mean, these two are interchangeable.
Yeah.
I like it a bit less with Ego Yuna because she cannot do the tsundere really well. She's more into her style is more the poisonous tongue.
Yeah.
Then she was with Kochan and Ruka who fit the song pretty well. Bye 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 is Yuzuki with Nachi and Yumana. So it's the perfect song for Yuzuki, even if the song is not that good, but it's a good fit. Heart no Dokusenken is with Yunana and Obamina, and it's my new favorite unit. I think it's the best SK unit at the moment. I didn't like it that much with Ego-chan, but Yunana inside this, right? So I can spend hours watching it.
It's not now. It's weird.
Yeah. What's wrong?
Now he's in the the unit where you put all the members where you don't know that the unit for the leftover members basically. with Sally, Shiolin, Saki, and Mikoti. So their song is still boring, and
I hate that
even
song.
Even if you put Nao, sure, the first 10 seconds when she's singing solo is nice, but
sorry.
They should stop the song after 30 seconds once each girl got a solo line, and that would be enough. And then Maria with Chuli center, so I guess she's the one who makes the most sense with Nao to center this kind of songs, like when the two did centered cross before, for example.
Yeah.
And with Yuki-chan and Airi, I really didn't see Airi on this unit. Like when they did the introductions and she was in the last line, so I was like, wait, if she's in the last line, she cannot do the ballad song because she cannot sing. And I really don't see her on Maria. I'm still not
Kautan's
in
this song, so
I'm still not completely sold, but actually she's not that bad. I didn't expect it could fit her, but it was okay. And then, but the good part of having Airi in this song is that she's doing the MC after. So this time Chuli was talking about how she wanted to do Zanen Shoujo with Obamina and Matsumura Kaori to really have to really mean that it's the Zanen Shoujo. And Airi was saying what?
Zanen.
It's Zanen Baba. So then the next MC, the first half with Yuzuki, it was Please Praise Me with Love. And the second half without her was just talking about her from the Yuzuki's good side. So some of them, like Shiolin saying, she's giving me panties. Okay. But no, what was nice actually is the anecdotes coming from Yunana and Kochan. Because Yuzuki always has this image of an entertainer. She's always fooling around. But Yunana was saying that so she's very shy, so she's often alone. And whenever she's alone, and Yuzuki will notice, come to her, and spend some time with her to not leave her alone. And Kochan talked about the time when she had to eat insects for a Batsu game. She was crying, and Yuzuki came and ate the insects for her. So it showed a side from Yuzuki that we don't really see usually.
Yeah.
The letter was from Mikoti, so obviously she talked about Strawberry Punch. And even more obviously, she said, now that you're 20, we need to go drink together. The speech, in the speech, she said basically she had a good year. She loves variety shows. She's always loved them and didn't have many chances to appear. Now with her impersonations, and baseball jokes, she got to appear more and more. She also ranked at the SKEncore. No, that's the opposite. Sorry, that was the bad part this year. The only bad thing is that she went from ranking 2 years ago to not ranking this year. But no, still, she went back to a more positive note. She still was able to get a lot of baseball-related work. She's a regular on a Tokai radio show that's about baseball. And she managed to finish her speech without crying, but then some other members noticed that actually she did cry during her unit, Bye Bye Bye. As soon as they mentioned it, she started crying again and said, well, that's because Nachi is leaving. And Nachi was like, come on, I'm not leaving yet. I'm still doing some stages until the end of the month.
Yeah. But yeah, that's what we mentioned last week. Next week is Miyadon Seitan-sai, so there's really not really a possibility for Nachi to announce the theater.
Yeah.
Okay. That we finish the theater roundup and move to the media. First is Musubi no Ichiban.
Yeah. This week was a good week. It was actually a very good week, and maybe the best week since the start of the show.
I have to watch it.
The members were Obamina, Kumazaki Haruka, and Yunana and Nao. They tried to break some world records. So they had a list of 8 world records they could try to break. They didn't pick easy ones. For example, so Yunana started with trying to sit on balloons and burst them. She did 25 in 1 minute. The world record is at 95. So now to stick some post-its on her face, she managed to stick 7 in 1 minute. The world record is at 60. Then they had a pan with popcorn seeds. They started hitting them, and then Kuma had to catch the popcorn as it was flying. She got 1 in 1 minute. World record is at 26. Well, now tried also and got 8. So still, so yeah, no, it was really difficult challenges. Kuma had to do a toilet paper tower. The world record was like 29 of them. She managed to pile like 10 in the allowed time, and when she let them go, they failed, and she only got 2. So yeah, it was really really a pain. But at the end, they had kept a really easy one to make sure that they would at least end on a victory. So it's a record that was held by Ryu Cheru. So it's this obnoxious Gainojin, and it was removing socks from people blinded. So I guess there's probably a really high world record for removing socks from people, as many as possible in 1 minute. But no one had the stupid idea to do it while blindfolded. So that's how he got the record at 24 socks in 1 minute. And so Bamina did 26 in 32 seconds without breaking a sweat. And so now she has the world record.
But it's not official, right? Or was there like a Guinness World guy?
No, there was no
Okay,
Guinness World guy. But yeah,
Too bad.
But I mean, the record from Ryucheru apparently is official.
Yeah.
And she has it on camera that she did better.
Indeed.
And I saw some people commenting on one of the videos recently that they don't like Yoshimura very much, one of the two MCs.
Mm.
What I like during this episode, for example, is that he participates. Like Yunana tried to break a record of eating 3 lemons in 1 minute, and like she even had to peel the lemons with their hands. So she didn't even finish one, but he went and tried to break the record for them, even though he failed. And he got some nice interactions with Nao because he teased her about an episode from 4 months ago. So which was the last time she appeared. So yeah, he remembers things about the members. I think he pretends to be an asshole because that has been his character for a pretty long time actually. But I think he really likes some members and he's a pretty nice guy.
Yeah, he's just a bit rushed.
Yeah. I mean, some fans don't like it, but I like when an MC has a favorites. Like he doesn't like play it like safe and do the same with everyone. He has favorites in every freak. So yeah, I like him.
Yeah, like my favorite MCs so far were the Bad Boys from AKB back then. But the current ones are also quite okay. It's fun to watch. They are not that bad to the members than like the current AKB hosts.
Yeah.
But for me, it's just a matter of who can annoy me less.
Good way. Next we have the Media Night videos from 26th to the 30th. They were funny, nothing too standing out. I guess the episodes that are always very funny. For Nick, I guess it was Maya and Hatagon. But
of course,
I guess my favorite was Dada versus Yukata, because both of them are really funny and Media nice.
Well, the Maya one was good. If I can talk about that, they were throwing clean like tissues at each other because it's allergy season, and they were both. So Maya and Hatagon were talking about how their allergies are acting up, and so Maya was just talking, and Hatagon used one of the tissues, like she blew into it, and then she threw it at Maya, and Maya's like, shit, it's the first time anyone's thrown a used tissue at me. And so the whole other episode was just them throwing used tissue, like they would just blow their nose in tissue and throw it at each other. So it was pretty funny.
Okay.
Just the first one with Makiko and Lala. If you watch just the first 30 seconds or so, you will see exactly why we can say that Lala has zero femininity. She arrives in a lumberjack shirt. The video starts. She's literally eating some onigiri inside a paper, and she spends the first 30 seconds being noisy, boyish, and eating her onigiri in front of the camera.
Yeah, perfect example of little boy Lala.
Yeah.
Okay, then we had Sandenayo.
Yesterday. So we didn't have it last week for some reason. This week,
I guess.
Yeah, I think. So it was really good. It's not often, but it's like the perfect unit. Tani, Kuma, and Naki, so they're always together. So like they're fooling around a lot. Only bad thing about the video is it's only 10 minutes. I don't know how they they achieved it. So like in a like five first second, you can see like Kuma like messing up right away. So it's pretty much 10 minutes of Naki and Tani making fun of her. Yeah, so it's very good.
It's just too short.
Yeah, just 10 minutes.
It's
I
way too short.
don't know why.
Give me a 30-minute special. Just give me like an hour long.
No, I don't
Of
need
those
to know
three.
of Tani.
It's the best.
Sorry. Okay. Next, we had the long-awaited final of zero position singing contest. I actually missed the first 5 minutes, but I'm tuned in.
Yeah, they didn't. So 3 weeks ago, when they showed the preview, they didn't say that there would be a finals. Actually, we only thought it was gonna be like announcement of the results, so it didn't really make sense to have a 1 hour special. But no, they announced the 5 members who did the best out of 10 and gave them a final round. So it was Nojima Kano, Nao-chan, Suzuki Rika, Sugiyama Aika, and Nachi.
Quite different from what we expected.
Yeah,
very different. Yeah,
I guess mostly Miku. Was missing.
Yeah.
I guess for Suzuki Rika, they took her because they thought, okay, she was really stressed, so maybe she has something to show. While they kind of knew that maybe the others would not. I had already shown their best and wouldn't do any better. I guess it's the same for Nachi. They thought maybe with the advice they gave her, she could do better the next time, and actually she did.
Yeah.
So
yeah, just one thing first before talking about the results. The judges they have no idea how to give marks.
Yes.
The opera singer one is the one who kind of did it well. He gave marks in a 21 points range with members spread out. But like Inoue-san, he gave the same mark to 4 members and 20 more points to Nao. So that's basically saying I just want to make sure that Nao is going to be number 1, and then I have 0 influence on the rest of the results.
Yeah, it is.
And the woman, she did the musical singer. She did the same as the first judge, but with a 12 points range. So while he had a 21 points range, so basically his marks were counting twice as much as hers. Anyway, so so now finished first actually. So they had 2 marks. One for expressiveness and one for techniques. And she got the best mark everywhere from every judge except one judge thought that Kano-chan had the best technique out of all girls.
Yeah.
Inoue Yoshimasa-san commented. So he's the one who's known now for a while and has liked her for a while. He commented that so her expressiveness is better than her technique, and he wants her to improve her technique, but without losing the expressiveness, and that's the hard part. Like, because if you focus too much on technique, you will lose the rest. So he wants asking her to work on that.
I mean, I knew Nao was really good, but still, when I heard this performance, I was completely speechless because she just blew it away.
Yeah, she's had the expressiveness for quite a few years now.
Yeah.
But her technique has clearly been improving. You can compare to the diva contest in AK Bingo. That's quite a difference.
Yeah. Also, it was good they performed the full song and not just the segment like in the previous rounds. So you get the full time of this great song for now. You really watch it.
Yeah. Then for other members, so 5th was Rikachu. She didn't do really well, I guess.
Yeah, apparently she was nervous again.
Yeah, less nervous as the first time, but still quite a bit. Aika did, it was decent, but I guess not as good as the others.
I'm pissed.
Yeah, it was a weird song to choose like for our second round. It was really a really calm song, not really anything to show her voice. So it was a weird choice.
Yeah. Still, I wanted to have 8 more points, so at least I was Kano.
Okay, Kano was really better. I think. Actually, it's surprising that the musical singer judge gave the highest mark to Kano-chan. Especially, she gave her a really high technical mark. But somehow, the most surprising thing was that Nachi finished second.
Yeah.
Somehow, the first judge decided that her expressivity was worth 47 out of 50.
But she sounded really good, in my opinion.
She sounded good. Technically, she was good, but like giving her the same mark on expressiveness as Nao.
Yeah, okay.
There's something wrong with it somewhere. I mean, the next judge gave her 35 out of 50. That's a bit harsh, but that's more. It was really surprising. So, but thanks to this judge, she finished second. So, it's a nice. Then at the end, she was saying, Kuyashi, I wanted to be first. I calmed down. You got second. It's really nice. It's a good memory just before your graduation. At least I got second after. I'm the second best singer of SKE. That's.
And I mean, when the members got announced, I think everyone knew that Nao was going to win. So
yeah, you could see also their faces when Nao was singing. They more or less immediately.
Yeah, they should. Now that she has won once, they should put her as MC or something like that, and have a next contest with just other members.
Yeah, because right now, like we said, like yesterday, we watched the thing together. Yeah, since Leon's gone, I think she doesn't have really competition singing ways in the group. So yeah, if she's going to be in every singing competition in SKE, she's going just to win every time. So
yeah, that's.
Yeah, I saw a comment on Twitter saying that maybe. Like now it's just way too strong for this competition, so they could have used her as like I don't know, something else on the competition, get the other girls to compete or something. But
I mean, it's great. It's great to hear her sing, but yeah.
Then for AK Bingo, like the first 2 times they had Wasamin come and win the competition, and then for the third and fourth time they didn't invite her. Like, okay, you're you're above everybody. Now let's have somebody else try to win.
Yeah.
Then the next show this week was so it's a show called Chojin Joshi, so like superhuman girl. So it's I don't know, at least the third or fourth time that Suda Akari participates in the show. So she went. I think she went to, or was it another member? Some member went sometime to do a contest where they had to do a Y balance on standing on very small rods. But Suda, she went at least 3 times to do the limbo competition. So they are on what do you call that? Like on a kaiten zushi,
like a belt. I don't know, like.
The floor is the floor is moving basically.
Yeah.
So they are standing there and
a conveyor.
Conveyor. Thanks. And it's getting them to pass under a bar, and so they have to pass under the bar like they are doing limbo. So except that they don't have to move forward. They just have to get low, and the conveyor is getting them through.
And with the bar this low, they can go forward.
Yeah, exactly. They started at 60 centimeters, like half the girls failed, then 50, 40, and Suda crushed everybody. And like for the competition, it's not random girls. It's girls who have been like national or Olympic champions in gymnastics or synchronized swimming, these kind of things, or girls who are like professional trainer, like famous
One of them is a
trainers.
pole dancer, apparently.
Pole dancer. So yeah, it's I always watch this show because it's always full of hot girls, except Suda. So then the last show this week was AK Bingo. So it was the second episode of the dance battle. So dance battle with songs from the Showa era, from the 80s basically. And the SKE team was Makiko, Rukatin, and Yuzuki. Yeah, it kind of looked like a B team. I mean, Makiko and the backdancers compared to. But well, I guess that since they could have had Rikachu in the team, but many of the good dancers graduated. Anya last year, for example. So yeah, it looked like a weird team, but actually I was pretty impressed by Rukatin and Yuzuki. I had no idea they could dance like that. And especially
I don't really have a dancer image, but
yeah. And speaking about image, like just before starting, they had a recorded message from Julia. Julia was saying, "Yeah, it's a bit weird to see Yuzuki there. I just hope she's not gonna stop in the middle and do some joke about baseball." Their song was a playback from Yamaguchi Momoe. So pretty different type of song than what you would expect for a dance competition. So it's a very slow song. So yeah, their choreography was actually pretty interesting compared to the other teams. Well, they still lost because the teammate team that won is Untouchable.
Yeah, it's pretty much.
They are the Nao-chan of dance battles.
Yeah, exactly. Like they won two time in a row and like they crushed everyone. So like, okay, we get it. Like, okay, yeah, you're the best. Yeah.
Did they put the results of the other teams?
No, because it's a challenger and
it's a gauntlet.
It's a
gauntlet.
Okay.
So
okay. Yeah. All right.
So basically, the teammate team went third, took the seat, and then kept the seat for the whole.
Yeah.
And we've got like a good thing with Muramoto, and so he asked Makiko, so why is SKE known for their dance? And so she said, well, because we are freaking strong. So it was. it's very good.
That was a really great part.
But I didn't watch it as usual. But did you compared to last year's? This was far better, you would say?
Yeah, because Suzuran butchered it last year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even though she's usually pretty good at dancing.
What I remember from last year was the reaction to the dance battle competition for the last time with SK was like so negative. The people in the comments were just writing like things like, we just have to restart everything and teach these girls how to dance because we're like known for dancing apparently, but these teammate girls just really show us how to dance. So and people are really, really negative. I remember that. So yeah, I don't know what the reaction was this time, but yeah. They seem to have done better.
Yep. Okay. Well, that we are done with the media roundup, and we move to our team introduction. Last week we already made it to the first 10 members, so we'll continue this list now. Next up on the list is Suda Akari or Akarin or Dasu. He's 26 from Aichi. It's third generation, and her pen like color is red. Anything else to add?
Come on, Willie.
Yeah, I don't think there's any like big fan of Dasu here. So,
well,
like
I didn't
the
like
things
her so much, but after they showed the her special on Zero Position 2 years ago, I think I kind of liked her because she's like she's not a bad person in this way.
Oh.
Yeah, but like the thing I actually liked about her, like in the beginning, it was her egoistic, like I'm the best, like I'm an idol, like she wrote her own Satan Sai letter. I think like 2 or 3 years ago. So that kind of stuff I really like, and she doesn't do it anymore. So, but yeah, I mean, since she's team captain, clearly she's a great leader. But yeah.
There are a lot of members who don't have a lot of fans, but everybody likes them. I think Suda is the opposite. Like she has like very dedicated fans, and everyone else finds her bothersome, obnoxious.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if I go that far to say I find her obnoxious and.
No, that's funny for me. So.
That's
Okay.
But yeah,
Chris with the venom today.
Yeah.
Oof.
All these failed audition stuff gets to me. Oh, she's pretty sporty. Like, she can bend her body quite a lot. I guess that's something you can tell about her.
Yeah, I actually liked her a lot in the beginning too. Kind of like what Jeff said. It's kind of sad to say that. Like, I don't feel that's what we should be saying, but at the beginning I really liked her, kind of for the same reasons Jeff said. Like, I thought she was a strong person, you know, and that, you know, that whole thing kind of won me over at the start. But then it got a bit too out of hand, in my opinion. But anyway, that's just me. But for me, it's just I don't like the SKEncore that much, and her whole she made the whole year. Remember when she ranked out of Senbatsu? Like that whole other year.
Yeah.
I think that was 2016. She made 2016 all about getting back into Senbatsu, and I found it very annoying to follow her. Like, I used to read her blogs actually all the time, and every blog turned into Senbatsu, and that was the only thing she could think and talk about. Yeah. So I lost total interest in that. Yeah.
But she had a pretty big impact on the Senbatsu, on the SKEncore. Thanks to her, the Kami 7 became a Kami 6.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. The you know, I think, well, you know, this is probably not my favorite moment of her, but a really nice moment was when she got, like, what was it, when she got 7 and Pururu was like out of it or whatever, and
8 or so.
They were and they were like shooting each other. Like, Peru just looked so hateful, like in the when the camera was looking at. Anyway, I just found that funny.
Indeed. Yeah. Next we have Takahata Yuki, or Hatagon. She's 22, from Kanagawa. 7th generation. Her pen color is blue, white, and white, at least for now. And yeah, she's like often mistaken for a staff member because she's just walking around in suits all the time. Yesterday too.
She's a former office lady.
Yep.
So yeah, because of her, I've got called a hentai by Lala. So
why?
Because like at the time for a 2-shot, she asked her fans to go with a suit, and her photo shoot was like her in a OL like costume or suit, and she was clearly showing the legs. So when I went, it was a national with Hatagon and Lala. So with Hatagon, I didn't have a lot to say to her. So I said, "Oh, like your 2 shots were very good," and yeah, Lala's cut me.
Okay.
But yeah,
so, she has a niche fan base. They've got I wouldn't say she's very popular, but she's really got niche fan base. And like, I'm clearly waiting to see her rank in SKEncore. In its top 100. So I'm pretty confident she's going to rank. Right now, so it's like in theater, it's very funny because for like a long time she's winking like randomly at members during the show. And now you can see that the members, they don't even like react to it anymore. So it's like, oh yeah, she's winking at me. They don't even talk about it in MC or anything. It's like, it's normal. And like right now she's a like kind of becoming a fail character in MC. So failing funny story and stuff. Yeah. She's great.
Yeah. People make fun of her for her height too, because she's like old and short, and you have the younger members, they're growing and
Yeah,
They always make fun about that. Yeah, I feel like she's kind of she's a good person to have around for the team in general. Like she brings a lot to it. I don't follow her that much, but I always appreciate whenever she's in MC and she's talking with all the fans, all the members, and yeah, she looks. I've seen, I haven't gone like Jeff has to handshake her, but really seems to have a lot of really good fans and good interactions with them, and yeah, again, very niche fan base.
Yeah. Okay, next is Tani Marika. Or Tani, she's 22 from Fukuoka. HKT second generation, and her colors are rainbow and white. Can someone explain what this rainbow is?
So one of the
it's very
pen light is a rainbow.
bothersome. Yeah. I tried to find it in Japan and couldn't find. So I think like maybe fans are like customizing. I don't know.
Okay.
But yeah, it's very bothersome.
You take a white one and put color filters around.
Yeah, maybe.
That's why.
And I've seen a few times in the theater. I've seen fans
I
with,
see all the time. So what it is it's a pen light that's just rainbow colored. They sell them, but I don't know where you can get them. But it's like a special thing that's like rainbow colored.
Okay.
And then one of them, the other one you hold is white.
I guess it fits her personality a bit special.
Yeah, exactly. So she was my HKT Oshi. So when she came to SKE, she kind of became my SKE Oshi. Like right now, I think like for the past year, she's really enjoying it the most. I think our life in the team and in SKE. So it's very good to see. You can see really like in the team, she's a friend with a lot of members, and she got a moment of popularity. So she got Senbatsu and stuff. Now for like a year or two, she's pretty much out, and she kind of accepted it like in a funny way. So each time there's a Senbatsu announcement, she's going to post something funny. Like, oh, that's weird, I don't see my name, and like she's pretty much her thing is like making fun of herself. So that's pretty much everything she does.
Yeah,
and she likes to make fun of the Genkyusei during E2.
Yeah.
I just remember her from I think the first time I saw her was during the hitchhiking thing with Kaotan and the other segment where they have to live from the lottery stuff. So I guess maybe that gave me my first impression, because I thought it was a really annoying character back then. Kind of like it does was for me too.
That's when she got popular. It's like second season of Happy Friday.
Yeah, the show.
That's pretty much when she got. Go ahead.
Okay. I was gonna say the first time I saw her was in Hakata Hyakaten. So really the start of the HKT first gen. And there are all these girls who don't know how to shut the fuck up. Like Murashige Anna, Nakanishi Chiori, Ueki Nao. And I hate them. I hate all girls like that who always have to
very strong
to talk when when no one is talking to them, but no, they have to talk, try to get some screen time, like Minegishi Minami. And there was Tani Marika, who was the loudest of all of them, but she's actually funny. Like none of these girls are really funny usually. And so instead of letting the MC who is funny, and that's why he's been picked, do his stuff and make you laugh with other members, they just like take screen time and ruin the show. But Tani is the only one who is taking screen time and is actually doing funny things, saying funny things, and that's why I like her.
Yeah, I find her funny. I like her.
I don't.
It's kind of like with like a year or 2 years with no variety. I think it was very. I think it's maybe because when she lost popularity. And at that time, so like Tani, it's funny because she's like a very crazy, outgoing character, but she's also our our moments of sadness. So yeah, for time like in handshake and stuff, she can have moments when she's pretty down on herself. So we got sometimes some depressive stuff on SNS. But yeah, I think for the last year, we didn't see anything of that. Probably because she got really good friend with Naki and Kuma, for example. So yeah, I think she's good where she is right now.
Yeah.
And
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, if I can just say one thing about her and recommend something, is like if you only have one ticket to get it with Tani, because it's gonna be funny no matter. Like I did that once and it was the best one ticket I ever bought. And like she's just really funny. She's just really good.
Yeah, that's what I was going to finish with. Like in handshake, she's my absolute favorite. Every time I go to handshake and I go, it's too bad I Oshihen, because like every time
it's too bad, yeah.
Yeah, because I mean with in handshake, like that's like one of the only girls I used ticket I wasn't going to use just to see her, because like I had such a good time today, and I kind of said I was going to see her tomorrow, so yeah, okay, I wasn't going to, but I'm using tickets for her.
For handshakes, I believe she's the best girl to go see with one ticket, but the worst girl to go see with 2 tickets or more. Because you won't be able to even try to get a conversation or anything with her. There's no point going with more than 1 ticket. I mean, bad tickets.
Yeah.
Like you can go see her 10 times in the same day with 1 ticket each time, which is not really good with other members because you don't have time for anything. With Tani, each ticket is gonna be fun, but going to see her with like 3 tickets at once, I think it's probably a very bad idea.
Yeah, and like she's the girl I've got the closest, like the most personal relationship with her. Like I've seen her for like 3 years, I think, and she remembered me every time. And like she's got a new thing every time. So like last time I went, I was very tanned from the teeth. So like for all my tickets, she was like looking at my arms and touching my arms. So you're very tanned. Are you doing like exercises and stuff? Like she's in her world, so you can just go and just have fun.
She saved my life at a national handshake once. The last lane of the day was Yunana, Nao, and Tani. So and Nao was getting super jealous, like seeing how stupid I looked when I was in front of Yunana. And then I would finish with Tani, and Tani every time I was shouting in English, "Girlfriend, I'm girlfriend. You love Tani." I was like, no, I don't. No, I love Nao-chan. And I went 7 times in the lane, so 7 times I could repeat, "No, I love Nao-chan." And well, in the end, Nao-chan let it go for Yunana.
Yeah, and like our Ninja Nayo too. Like my favorite Ninja Nayo are with her. Like hers and Lala. At the time, I think it's my all-time favorite. I still have it on my PC, and I've seen it like a lot. It's amazing.
I like the Tani with Wanchan.
Yeah.
I mean, like
Tani
with everyone.
Tani with Madoka was the best.
Oh yeah. That's legendary. Yeah, that's the best.
The Irato ball and.
And to finish, I like the luck. It's my Oshi to finish.
Yep.
So Fukushinao, Danchan, 18 from Tochigi. First generation of draft. So penlights are 2 green and 1 orange. So yeah, so I Oshihen to her like 2 years ago, I think. It's pretty funny because I've pretty much followed our entire career. So because I just went with Team E when she just did her first perf with her set and side, and like pretty much followed her since then. So I think she's probably one of the first one with the Wota character. I think we've got like members who are fan, like Amina in AKB, for example, was a big AKB fans before joining. But I think I've heard that. But yeah, I think she's pretty much the one who played with it a lot and really has the Wota character.
Absolutely.
And we've got like since then, I think like in SKE we've got like Ami, for example, or like Malin who are big fans. And like I think at the beginning it was mainly what she was doing, and at the time I remember like on Matome and stuff, some fans didn't like that, some Julina fans and things like that didn't like that.
Oh, Geos. They want to enter the group as well.
Yeah, I mean, there's not really a lot to be jealous about because, like, even though she's like a huge Jelena fan, like, there's not a lot of interaction between the two. So, I think like the only two shots she had at the time, she didn't post it at all. So she was like, yeah, no, it's personal, it's for me. So
precious.
I'm not showing it to you. So yeah, she did some things like she went like one of the only times she really used her being in the group, like it's for Julina's Sentensai, for example. She was in the public.
Just for the penlight colors, Julina is orange and green, right? That's why she picked the same colors.
She has two green and one orange.
Yeah.
And it's Team E and Team S color too, so I think it's from then too. One of the big things about her, it's like her association with where she's from, so Tochigi. So I don't really know what it is, but I think it's pretty small. Yeah. And like of pretty much, I think of all the SKE at least, she has the most work actually in her tone. So she's doing a lot of radio show and TV, and like she's got some things like she was representative for the region, representative for the police too. I remember that, and she has a lot of work with Sanomaru, who's kind of how do we say?
The mascot.
Yeah, mascot of the region too. So yeah, I think like a lot of members are saying she's like in this case she's probably one of the least popular members, but she has like a lot of work actually.
Yeah, she's creating variety. So I guess that's one of the reasons.
Yeah, I think like in radio and things, I think that's kind of what she wants to do. Yeah. So yeah, I think she's really good at that. And like in Team E, it's the same thing. You can see her in MC. She's leading a lot of time DMC, and she's really good. And yeah, it's some of the thing because so she became co-captain. I think it was, don't remember the concert, but it's been like more than a year now. So at the time she became co-captain same time and pretty much the same thing as Chikako. So they made
the size gradation concert.
Yeah, maybe, yeah.
But because they announced Makiko as captain and Chikako as vice captain.
So it's pretty much the same thing as Chikako. So I think they chose D1 member because they're the one they only knew that team, and I didn't really have a leader image of Duncan, so I didn't see how it was going to be. But she actually does well, I think, in that. The members say too, like the backstage, she's leading the calls and things like that. She's coming up with MC and she's leading the MC. Yeah. So actually, I think she's doing a good job with that. Only the bad thing she has for that is she's really bad with her kohai. So she's very shy, so she's not going to go talk to a kohai if she doesn't talk to her first. And pretty much she has to, once you're in the team, like she's now a good friend with Lala and Yucatan, for example, but you have to pretty much enter Team E and then she's going to be friend with her.
Yeah.
So I think that's why one of the things she has to be better at if she wants to keep that a leader position. In Uncheck it was pretty difficult at first because it's pretty much she's very relaxed, so she's not going to fish you or anything. So the first time I went to see her, pretty much I had to show that I was a fan of her. So first time it was just a normal handshake, and with when I coming back and for two shot and things, she became so nice. It's very good. I know she reads some of my my tweets from time to time, so it's pretty funny.
Yeah, okay. Unless there's something else to add, we finished with the Team E members. They also only just 14 left after the gradation wave, but I'm sure they grow again. Then we move to the stage. Anyone wants to tell something about the older stages? I don't know anything about this.
Yeah, the first stage, Pajama Drive, I don't really remember any of it. I was not really watching Timmy at the time. I vaguely remember Temo Demo Nonamida with Kaneko Shiori and Junjo Shugi, but I don't really know more. To me, actually, Team E is still the image I have is Saka Agari, the second they did. Because that's when I started following the team, and that's when I became Naoshi around the end of this stage. And it was a really good stage. So I think that's why it was more associated to the team than the first or the third they did. Some units Enroll with Madoka, Ramina, Makiko, Kion. Or Daki Shimira Aretara with Kaneko Shiori, Mushino Ballad with Yamashita Yukari, that she kept doing at every request hour forever. Wagamaman and Nagareboshi with Canon and Shibataria also was often there at request hour, I think. And also at the end of so they got their first team song, which was Mitsubachi Girl. The B song, and they added that song to the stage. So every day you would see pictures taken from the Gakuya with the locker room with the B costume. So yeah, I really remember this stage a lot. Then the third one, anyway, it was the year when. Not even a year with Shuffle Team.
Yeah.
No one cares about this. And Teotsunagi Nagara, actually, they performed it twice as much as either Team S or Team K2, but it still feels more like a S or K2 stage than an E stage.
Yeah, but for me, it's basically a E stage because it's
for me
the
it's
first time it's the first time I've seen it. And it's my absolute favorite in the 48, so it's my favorite stage with my favorite team. So it's pretty much I love the first four songs. I think Bokura no Kaze, Mango Number 2, Tewatsukuni Nagara, and Shamewell Love Song. It was at the time you couldn't beat that. It was my favorite.
But if you tell me that to you Ameno Pianist is a Suda Akari unit, we're gonna have a problem.
No, of course not.
But at the time, I think Lena's, I think she's did it.
Rena did
sometimes too.
Rena did a lot.
Rena was doing it in the original.
Rena and Tani were doing it a lot.
But yeah, I mean, even unit wise, it's pretty much amazing, and yeah, I think I love that stage. So that's why when they changed stage, I was like, okay, like you can beat that, but yeah.
Yeah,
So-
I just to add to Tetsun, I really watched that a lot, especially with Team E, and not really like with S, really old S and this E. Watched a lot of that when I first joined the group, and I actually preferred this stage to Laminate for a while, which, thinking back on it, like, what the hell was I thinking? But but yeah, there's a lot of songs here that I really liked, and the units I thought were really good on that. Especially Glory Days for me, I really like that song, and seeing them do their little things at the end.
And when we've got SK Festival, so they've been doing it since pretty much almost 2 years now. So at first, so it's a collection of AKB Team Surprise songs. So the good thing is, for me, I didn't know any of these songs, like pretty much apart from AKB Festival maybe, and Kimi no CW. So it was pretty much like a new stage for me, and the original stage. Actually, they did some choreography for sure, so because some songs didn't have any choreography. So they did new choreography and new costumes, I guess. And at first, I pretty much had the same reaction as Donchan. Like, why the hell are we doing AKB surprise songs with a team, with a SK team?
Yeah, me too.
So
me too.
after the first part, and coming from Tewo Tsukunigara was my favorite stage, I was like very disappointed. But now I really like the stage.
Yeah, I think Team Surprise has quite a lot of really nice songs, and now with that, the SKE version is really good, and I really like listening to the Team E versions more than the original ones.
Yeah, like Bara no Gishiki, for example. I didn't know that song, but it's awesome.
Yeah, as usual, the two songs after the MC are after the units and the units MCs are really good.
Yeah.
But as all other SK stages at the moment, the units.
Yeah, the units are
the first and last one are good, but the three in the middle.
I like Hungry Lion after listening to it sometimes. And Namida no Shizumu Tayo,
Pretty much.
It's the song
pretty much
made for Kaho.
If Donchan wasn't in Angry Lion, I think I would skip that song. It's yeah.
But the Kimi no whatever with the hats is
so Kimi no CW. Yeah. That one's okay. I don't like Namida no Shizumu Tayo. It's just I don't like any of it. I don't like the outfits. I don't like the hats.
Well, now that Chaos doing it, I actually watch it.
I
don't like the outfits. Yeah, Sato Kao is the only reason to watch it.
Yeah. Well, I have the history of Size did this unit in original version, so I liked it back then.
Yeah, I guess I have a special relationship with this stage because it made me Oshihan. Going to, like, I've mentioned this before, but when I've gone to see all teams except S right now, and at this stage for me, it's by far the best to see live. It's just very exciting, and it keeps you hooked the whole time. Whereas the other stages, there's going to be some boring songs. Even if we said these MC songs aren't very good, and even if I agree with that, going there live, you're really captivated even by those songs. I'm never bored in this stage. Everything about it is really good. The MCs, obviously, we don't even need to say that, but they're the best.
Yeah,
really
pretty much like what I really like from the introduction MC, and there's a lot of teams who don't do that. It's not just one girl doing her introduction MC and saying, "Oh, today I ate an apple," and things like that. It's pretty much like everyone can just interrupt, and so pretty much sometimes the MC turns into like 3-4 girls talking at the same time. And one of the good things too is in Team E, and there's the only teams to do that. They pretty much each have a move during their MC. So I don't really know who came up with that, because like at first it was just a couple of girls, and then it's pretty much everyone now.
Yeah. But
so you've got the jump for Don-chan.
Yeah. But it's like increasing in the other teams too. I noticed I was actually paying attention to this when I watched the last Team S stage, and for example, Yokonyan has the movement where other members go with.
Yeah.
And I think
you can and Miyomaru too.
Yeah. And to some degree also Kano, for example.
So I think actually it's a Kenkyu, because Kohaku has with the milk, she has a gesture too. So maybe actually the Kenkyu
Honono, of course.
Yeah, did it too. So with pretty much in Team S, it's coming too.
Yeah.
And the second MC, so the Kohan team, led by Don-chan and Makiko. It's my favorite MC of all 48. So it's the MC, or pretty much they do whatever, and they're trying stuff. So I think they did it the gesture game for the first time. They did it there.
And of course, they are really lucky they have those great variety members in their team, which of course benefits the MCs.
And it's pretty much they're just trying things, so you don't really know what they're trying to do. Like I remember first one time they did girls going to karaoke, so they were pretty much just doing stuff like that and making fun of Makiko's solo song. Is one of their favorite thing. So it's each time I'm waiting for that MC. I know it's going to be good.
Yeah.
And the first song after the encore, Koino Nawa, is like also one of my favorites. Just after the encore.
I think it's my favorite.
Absolutely. Yeah. And it's not even from Team Surprise. I didn't know that before.
Yeah, I think I was searching for like the original song for each. So it's pretty much for me in like a lot of those songs now, and that's funny because like I think in for the request hour now it's just SKE doing those songs, so it's pretty much now it's SKE songs and not even
in the end they even released them as an album.
Yeah.
And I think one of my favorites, or some of my favorite songs are Hopitsuneru and what's that? Koi no Onawa, of course. It's really great. Tsukushi Karimo, too.
Yeah, the two first songs of the encore are really good.
Yeah.
You know, I actually really used to dislike Hopitsuneru.
Me too.
I was like, this song is shit. It's so annoying. I hate it. The outfits me too. Suck and whatever. And then I saw Maya do it. And I'm like, oh, I love this song. And she was looking at me while doing her little, whenever they do their thing, and I was like, okay, I'm sold.
I remember like one of the first time I watched the first thing I said for this song. Oh, I hate it. I hate it so much.
Yeah, same. I was like, no. Yeah, exactly. It's like you mind control yourself to like a song or something. Yeah, it's funny how that works. But every like the SK Festival I'm not too much of a fan of, but the beginning it just I don't know why it gets me pretty hyped up, and then Kid Mokusei, the song before the encore, it kind of gets it's like one of the only songs that's like not high pace, high tension song, and then you got the encore, so I'm like okay, I'm down for my high, I guess, and then Koi no Anawa comes on, I'm like holy shit, I want to jump out of my chair.
Yeah.
And everyone else just goes crazy. So,
which songs does K2 have for the encore? Are they also like this energetic? Because for S it certainly is, but
the one of them is
one of them.
The second one, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, the first one as well.
Yeah, not as energetic as this. But
Yeah.
But I think like Koi no Onawa and Hokago Race are almost on the same level.
Yeah, and like Koi no Onawa, like for Makiko, it's I don't know. I think it suits so perfectly.
Yeah, totally does.
Yeah.
It's good that she has something to suit her perfectly, because her solo song, it suits Kuma better than her.
It's terrible because
it's true.
because no, that solo song is so I can hear it because, without like thinking of Don-chan or non making fun of her, so I can take it seriously.
Yeah, for me it's since it was Takamina's solo song at first, and I can't even hear a difference when I'm just listening to the voice, because I think at least for this song, Makiko's and Takamina's voice are really similar. Plus, they both leaders and both tend to fail at MCs. So the song is at least this wise the perfect choice for her. Maybe not performance-wise.
She's not bad at it.
Character-wise.
She's very good at it, I think. But it's just Kuma did it, and now
Of course.
I want to see Kuma do it more. I don't know why, but it's just her like I think I mentioned this last time, but her performance in that song.
Yeah.
Is pretty good, and Makiko does it well, but I don't know. Kuma brings something else to it, and
So yeah, and like SKE Festival, and not a fan of the song, but it's like of the stage is really the one when they can go crazy. So it was pretty much like Don-chan and Naru going to the side and doing pretty much everything they want to. So it's really one of the things I really love about Team E is pretty much they've got the most members interaction during the songs. And in Tewatsugan Inagara, there's a lot of songs too with that. So it's pretty much, you can see the pairing, you can see people who like each other and stuff like that. And it's pretty much different every time. So like I can watch like every stage and I'm going to see or like see something and make capture a GIF of something I've never seen before. So Don-chan and Tani with the Hengao and stuff like that, and Maya of course. So my favorite stage.
Like there's always something new from the stage I notice. I don't know if that's because of the cameraman or whatever, more than anything else. Because I'm sure the other teams have this too. Like they've had that in the past, but I find now whenever I watch stages, this one has the most stuff that I find happens and I'm more interested in. The other thing I've noticed about this stage being there is that you get the most fan interaction from this stage. So I don't know why I feel this way, but the members really interact with the fan. Like they look at the fans a lot, they make eye contact, they wave a lot.
I guess it depends on the songs too. Like for example, for Team S, definitely you can't really do this.
No, of course.
Here we have, for example, Hungry Lion, where they just sit in front of the members, the fans.
Yeah, Hungry Lion is the best. Kuma-chan treats her she's so well, and that I'm like, oh my god, if you're but Kuma-chan was right in front of me, so I was just she was just all the fans there, she was just giving them such service. I was like, oh, this is a good job, I guess. And but even if I'm clearly my Oshi when I go to the stages, I have my green pen light, but all the other so many more like I have Don-chan who looks at me a lot, I have Kuma-chan who looks at me a lot. There's all kinds of members who kind of look at me, and at the end they talk to me. Whereas the other stages I've been to K2 3 times, E4 5 times, and K2 I've never really had that experience. And Kenkyusei, I think they're a bit too shy, or they were when I went.
Yeah.
Actually, Team E is the oldest team in the whole 48 group that never had an original stage. Like they even got they started a couple months before Team N, who got a stage. So it's kind of understandable because they wanted to give one to MMB at least. But this one, it almost feels like an original stage. Like Juyoku Sympathy, everyone knows this song.
Yeah.
I guess AKB Festival, everyone knew also. Yeah. Takamina's solo, maybe, and that's about it.
Maybe
so the rest sounds like.
And Megami was pretty big, I think.
Yeah, maybe the one. I remember seeing the one with the hats, for example, but I would not remember the song.
It was a Palulu song, I think. Kimi no CW.
Yeah, it was Palulu.
I think.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. No, it was a Mayu song, but Paru was there as well, I think.
Yeah, okay. I just remember Paru.
But anyway, even like so, I remember some of the costumes. Namida no Shine the Mutayo, I remember the costume as well. But I don't remember the song. Same for Kimi no Nantoka. And then most of the group songs, except Juryoku Sympathy and SK Festival, I don't think anybody knew.
Yeah, unless you were like a fan of the members. Like for me, I was following the group songs because of Psy. Because if you had other members you liked back then, you would know.
But I remember Maya said that in an interview where she said that this stage really feels like an SK, like a brand new stage for them, because like exactly what you guys said, no one knows these songs. Everyone always tells them that we don't really know these songs, and the members too.
I'm pretty sure it's also one of the reasons why they got the own album. Because
of course. Yeah.
Team K2 and to some extent Team S also are just songs you have released so often already.
Yeah, exactly.
Except maybe Team S Oshi.
Yeah. But and also definitely they made a really big thing about it, and the members have wristbands with their colors on them in the stage, and you can buy them before the stage. So if you go to Team E stage, you can get them before.
Oh, okay.
And it's little things like that. Yeah, they're the only one to do it. I don't know why like the other teams doesn't do it. But
it's funny. But it came at the same time, like they had the album, they have this, so like a lot of promotions came with, obviously, the advent of the stage. About the wristbands, Tani is so funny because she has so many of them, because she has the rainbow color. It's just her entire arm is just like wristbands. Yeah.
Makes me remember there's one thing I don't like about this stage is like for the first 4 songs, they've got some kind of wet towel around the mic. I hate it so much. It's terrible. It's ugly.
I'm also not sure why they have it. Maybe just to blend in with the colors.
No idea. But it's doesn't look good.
And of course we got our most funny moment ever from the stage with Lala going out both mic and headset, and her facial expression when she notices just the best. I guess if we don't have anything to add here to the stage either, we can close up Team E for now. Next up we have the King Tuesday, and I guess then we will find other topics to talk about. And thank you for listening until here, and I hope you'll be back next week again. Goodbye.
Bye.
See you.
Bye.